Rabbi Ephraim says that a person should never be scared of speaking about Gehenom or hearing about Gehenom, but rather the opposite. They should be scared of somebody who doesn't speak about it. They should be scared about somebody that refuses to listen to it. What is it like if you wanted to become a doctor and you went to school and you learned biology and chemistry and all types of other things, and then they told you, okay, listen, you have to take this course, and this course is going to be the most critical step of your learning, but we have two options. We have one professor on this side of the building and another professor on that side of the building. Choose whichever one you want. So you go, naturally, if you're a smart person, you say, okay, what's the difference between the professors? So you ask some people that went to that class, you know what's the difference between two professors? Yeah, huge difference. What's the difference? The guy on this side, he's the funniest guy in the world. He's so funny, I mean, you're not gonna stop laughing the whole class. You're gonna laugh so much. He's hysterical, he's really charismatic. He brings all types of stuff and like theatrics to the class. We really have a good time. Once in a while he brings beer. We're having a good time. What about medicine? Nah, we want to talk about medicine. What about the other guy? Oh, the other guy? He's boring. He's so boring. And now sometimes, not just boring, he's scary too. Tells you about all types of stuff. What is he? What stuff? Tells you all the consequences of what if a doctor fails, he can kill people, the consequences of not putting the right prescription or the right medicine or not cutting appropriately or not numbing appropriately. I mean, the guy's just miserable. I don't know, he always talks about negative things. Now, a wise person, which professor does he go to? If he wants to graduate as a clown, he wants to graduate as a comedian, he goes to the first one, to the funny guy. But if he wants to be a doctor, he has to go to the other one. Why? Because the other one's going to teach him the consequences so he could avoid them. When a person runs away from learning about the consequences of their actions, that means that they have simply accepted the fact that they are incapable of changing. But the truth is that every one of us knows that we could all change. We just need enough inspiration, enough motivation. If we're going to rely on our past to motivate us, it can't motivate us forever. Because the past, at some point you pass it, and staying close to it is going to bring you back to it. The only thing that's going to get us forward is by getting us to learn enough Torah that we realize that if we don't continue to learn, if we don't continue to grow, we're simply going to fall in and be prey to our own foolishness. And a person needs to know that learning about the consequences is simply a necessity in all aspects of life. Once a person applies these types of teachings to their life, to their Torah, then they're able to change. To finalize everything, we have to learn from the people that, in so many words, beat the system in such a fashion that we remember their name until this day, that we aspire to be like them. The people that, regardless of how they started, we all know they had a good finish. One of the great Musar masters was the Saba Minovardok. He was a Talmid of Rabbi Yisrael Misalant. But you should be surprised that the Saba Minovardok, unlike today where, someone that wants to be a student of somebody, they have to literally dedicate years and years of their life to be glued to the rabbi, to listen to everything that the rabbi said. The Saba Minovardok was already a Talmid Chacham. He learned 13 shiurim from Rabbi Yisrael Misalant in order to transform his entire life. Now the Saba Minovardok, he said that life is like a deer that's running away from things that are chasing him, things that are trying to destroy him. Naturally, that deer is going to want to run as deep into the woods as he possibly can. We want to run as deep into all types of things in our life, and if you have a good goal, you want to go as far into that good goal as you possibly can. But the Savamim of Elduk says that there's one thing that gets in the way of the deer. What? The antlers. Those beautiful antlers, those really, really beautiful antlers that make the deer feel like he's bigger, feel like he's more beautiful, feel like he's better than everybody else, they're getting in the way. Why? Because naturally, they're going to get stuck in the trees and the bushes and slow him down. He can't go everywhere. He can't go as fast as he wants because the antlers are in the way. The Savamim of Elduk says the antlers are the bad character traits of a person. If a person wants to get to where they need to get to, those bad character traits will always get in the way. That arrogance, that lust, that certain behavior, that stinginess, whatever it is, those things will always get in the way. If you want to get to where you want to be, you have to get rid of the antlers. Yeah, but the antlers, my friends, everybody likes them. They say I'm beautiful because of it. Yeah, it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. If you want to get to where you want to be, you have to get rid of the illusion. Sometimes that illusion is being reminded to you by your friends or family or associates or certain hobbies that a person has. You have to get rid of that stuff. One of the things that is a driving force to get rid of bad things is consequence. Consequence of losing everything.